talked a little bit about one of the problems that you encounter when you walk from here to the busway. Can you talk a little bit about that?
One of the problems that I've encountered from here to the busway was a bush that's blocking my path, a big tree vine that's blocking my path.
Okay. And so we're here today to talk a little bit about what you're going to do about that situation, right?
Yep.
What are some of the ideas that you had already about how to handle that situation?
Going to the borough, taking pictures of it to show them proof.
Okay. That sounds like a very good plan. And I actually have an article for you. Why don't you take a look? And I found this out of a Pedestrian Advocacy magazine.
High traffic levels or high speed, especially near schools or parks. Rat turns that let motorists sneak through neighborhoods to avoid busy arterial streets. Documented history of crashes or near misses. Ask around your neighbor's experience to get police to look into the records.
With the bushes being overgrown onto the sidewalk, where would that be classified on the Dirty Dozen? Is that a physical barrier or a traffic problem?
That's a physical barrier walking.
Okay.
Barriers are potential walking routes, freeways, rivers, railroads, yards, and sidewalks. That could be added into that too.
Okay. What kind of actions do you want to take today to get ready to speak to the borough manager?
Take pictures of things near North Linwood, Warren, I think that's where I found it at.
Okay.
And another bush too.
Okay. There was another suggestion on there. I heard you reading that it said you can document your findings through pictures, and what else can you use to document your findings?
Video.
Okay, you can use some video. What else does it say on there? Document. It says document.
And maps with walking conditions with photos and maps, sidewalks that aren't plowed, resulting in people having to walk the street.
Okay. Do you think a map might be helpful in this case also?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay. Or at least a notation about specifically where the problem is for the borough. Okay. So can you tell me where is the problem?
Right here.
And do you see how big the sidewalk is here and how narrow it is on there?
Yep.
You have one that shows that?
It's right here.
Can you turn it? Okay. Excellent. You may want to...
Yes, what's that too?
Okay. Can I switch it up? Excellent, because see how that, when you backed up, that shows a little bit of the full length of the sidewalk and how it narrows right in there. So that's a great picture.
Hello, Mr. Sample. This is Joseph Smith, and I'm here at Park in North Linwood, and I was walking down North Linwood, and I noticed a big stump blocking the sidewalk. And I took some pictures for your proof. How about, do you mind if I make an appointment on Thursday to discuss the issue in person? The call took 3 minutes and 29 seconds to make. Not to be boastful or anything, but it's worth 3 minutes and 29 seconds is worth it to appeal your case to the borough. So my meeting with the borough is going to take place on Thursday, June 22nd, 2006 at 10 o'clock a.m. on the dot. After I get home from CCAC, I go straight to the borough building and appeal the case.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll come into my office back here.
Alright, thank you. Like, here's the problem. Like, over here near North Linwood and Park at the intersecting street, this is a big grove that someone needs to cut down or something. I don't think people manage their lawns properly or haven't got around to it. But people do make mistakes.
Okay, what address is this?
North Linwood and Park intersecting street. It's like North Linwood and Collier.
Okay. You know, it might be easiest for me. Could you show me on the map back here? Here's Linwood.
North Linwood.
Okay, we want North Linwood then.
Yep.
Okay.
Park. Park Street, Collier, right there. That's where the problem's spreading.
Come down, you have to cut off onto the street basically to get around that.
A little bit, but I stay on the sidewalk. I'm just worried about little kids in the street, moms with strollers.
Thank you. So what our ordinance officer is going to do is give a violation notice.
Okay.
He's going to put in the property address, and here we go, high grass and weeds, and then he gives them a certain time period. For high grass and weeds, I believe it's a 3-day time period to, the owner has 3 days to rectify the problem. If not, then the second notice is posted.
Okay.
And from that juncture, it would go to the magistrate for him to decide how to correct the situation.
Deal with it.
Yeah. So what's going to happen today is I'm going to give this information to the ordinance officer. He's going to give the property owner one of these notices, and then within 3 days the problem should be cleared up.
Mm-hmm.
By next Monday, if he has not corrected, if these weeds are not cut back, could you please give me a call?
Sure.
And we will follow up. There's my number on there.
Thanks. I already have your card, but two's a charm.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's no street sign there. I don't know who ripped it down, but I'm not trying to point any fingers here. I think like sometimes you got practical jokers in the neighborhood that think it's fine to rip to do vandalism to private property. And aren't street signs borough property?
Yes. Yes, they are. What intersection? This is North Linwood and which intersection?
Park.
North Linwood and Park. There's a missing street sign. Yeah. Okay. So this house is down in this area?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll say it's, sorry, Park Street.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll have our Public Works crew who handles the street signs. So we've got the issue here.
Yep.
On North Linwood with the sidewalk.
Yep. This
one, and then a street pole.
Yeah.
So these two will go toward the ordinance officer, and this one will be handled by Public Works.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Mr. Sample. My name's Joe Smith again.
Thank you very much, and like I said, if these aren't corrected, please feel free to give me a call, and we will work to correct the issue.
Thanks again, sir.
Okay.
I met with Mr. Sample about issues concerning a sidewalk that was near North Linwood and Park at the intersecting streets. There was a big stump there was a big bush that was growing, making it hard for people to walk. He said he'll have an ordinance officer look into it right away. If the problem still persists after 3 days, he said to let him know. People need to get involved in their community. Like if they see a problem persist, I think they should do something about it. You should do something. You don't sit like a stick on a log, like a stick in the mud, and don't do anything, you know? People could get hurt or anything, but do it in a safe way. Don't act radical or go across the line about it.